Hi guys, welcome back to JKT Gaming. Our host with the most is Muffa or Bun, and this is going to be a little bit late, and it's also, we also skipped a day because you'll see in a second, because obviously I love to take off more than I can chew by building a giant ass rec center. And I wrote /hall to remind myself, hey, it doesn't need to be that big, it could just be one big hall. No, I built an entire rec center. Anyway, we have 2 blocks for this. We got birch. Birch is a good wood. We like birch. It can be questionable at times, but birch is not as bad as a lot of people claim. But what is bad is when you pair a very pale white wood with calcite, which is a single. So anyway, as I said, we're here across from the post office behind the cafe, and this is gonna be a huge ass area. Like, I think we're going really close to the inn now. And it's definitely now rivaling the inn. And I'm not to do this on purpose, but I did look at the sword and realize it's the tallest building in existence. And I'm going to try now keep everything below level of the sword for comedy's sake. So I think this building is like a single block shorter, even with half slabs, because the sword has a half slab on top. The rec center is going to have a half slab on top. It's an exact block shorter. And it's funny. Anyway, so huge area we're going to take up now. We're going to have an entryway. We're going to have a locker room. We're going to have a pool, which is the thing that's actually going to take up the most time. And then a side recreational room, which I'm going to put a storage area on the side of it so that we can swap out whatever's in there with just, I don't know, yoga, soft play, kids screaming and running around playing dodgeball, you know, the usual what you have in a side room. And I put these pieces in and realized they were too small. The big pillars you can see, that's going to be the pool area. That little one now is the locker room. This is going to be our reception hall. I think I moved that pillar off because I realized yep, there it is. I counted wrong. And then this will be our side room over here, as I'm debating on what's going on. It is ridiculous. Yeah, you can see why we skipped a day now, because this took a very long time. So as always, same with the last build we did. Actually, no, we didn't do a lot of fill commands. I did most of the post office by hand minus the floor. But I decided to be fancy with reception, and we're doing with a nice fancy pants floor, similar to the kennel, almost identical to the kennel. We're even going to use glazed terracotta, and I managed to math this out correctly, but we're using pink, because the pink has bits of white in it, and it's not blue. I didn't want to do more blue. I decided pink would be a nice color. We hadn't done a lot of pink except for the cherry wood houses, and I thought it would go nice. And then we're also, I think this is, I actually don't remember what wood that is. I don't remember if that's calcite or wood. Again, I don't actually remember what I put in those middle blocks. This build is ridiculous. A lot of it is just me mapping it out. Alright, so I ignored reception for now. I'm gonna go to the pool. And this is the actual floor level. So this is the floor. And now I gotta go down, because we're gonna build a pool. But first I'm gonna put this wall in, and I think I'm also going to put the walkway around the pooling in. Gotta have that. Oh my gosh. I by the end of building this, like I was expecting something small, like the post office size, and this became so huge and so ridiculously large that this took way longer than it was supposed to, which is why we skipped a day. There's our lovely white concrete floor. And do I regret concrete? Yep, because the whole building looks white. I'm imagining the smell of bleach and chlorine in this place is redonkulous. And here's me mapping out the actual pool. We're not doing a fun shape, we're just doing a good old classic square. Good old square. Look at that. It is not centered. It's not meant to be centered though. I think we actually managed to center it on the sides. It's the front and back that aren't centered. And I say that, but that's completely wrong. The far edge that we can see by reception, close edge to us right now, they're centered, with the two wider edges not centered. And I don't know how I did this. So as I'm building this, this is straight up prismarine block. And as night and day changes, because we have night vision potions on to make sure we can still see while we film this video, they change color. I didn't realize prismarine changed color in the dark. It's kind of terrifying. And I did want this like slow and then a really descent slope going down, because we do see that in the bigger pools. You'll have the shallow end going down. Just down into the sea. I do eventually. Like, see, look, now it's going green. Like this is, and then it's going back blue. And now a deeper blue. I don't know what was up there. And it's back to green. It's just weird. It just, I didn't realize prismarine changed color. And I actually didn't notice that till I was like, I saw it and I'm like, I swear it was a different color. And then I ignored it as I was building, and I didn't notice how, like, it's just sitting here pulsing until editing this, and it's kind of creepy. And yeah, I kept the sea lanterns in. Sea lanterns just make sense for water. And we did the high ground one and the lower ground, and then I also ended up putting some in the flooring at certain levels, just because we want this pool to be lit up at all times. Now, water. If you've ever placed water in Minecraft, creative or not creative, you will know it's a pain in the heckin' ass. There's a trick. If it's a body of water, a square, you can even do oblong shakes. As long as you get two sides, it will fill the rest up itself. Very useful trick, if you didn't know this before. Is it still annoying as hell? Yes. Is it doable with one bucket though? Completely. Yeah, completely full pool. I'm very happy with it. Now, I don't know if you guys have this where you are, but all the pools here, we have this grate along the whole edge of the pool. And it's just as the pool water laps at the sides, it goes into the grate, and that's how the water continues to cycle. So what we do is I fill out the walls of this hole with concrete again. We put copper, I think it's weathered copper grates I put in, and then iron trapdoors, and you get this really nice effect that there's something down there. The water goes into this system to get filtered. Keep all your nasty activity to yourselves. Don't pee in the pool and all that shit. It's fantastic. Long. Sorry. Sadly, doing this is a pain in the ass. And I hope you're 10 minutes, and I hope you're all seeing now why this took so long. We're not even done one room yet. Not a single room has been done. There are 4 rooms. Oh man. Overall, I love the effect that it's had. Like, this is fantastic. I'm very happy with the pool in general. Do I wish I did more pool stuff? Kinda. Am I glad I didn't? Yes I am, because this was a pain. I do wish I put a jacuzzi in. And I'm also trying to play with a ladder design. Nothing I did made me super happy until I remembered I can waterlog ladders now. I forgot this was a thing. And I still wanted to keep the fence posts to the side. I was going to use iron bars, but I want to keep that birch in, and I eventually got something I was happy with, at least a little bit. You know, again, this is something I have at my rec center nearby. In the pool area, there is actually just like seating that's not people sit here and just chill outside the pool, I guess, so you don't stay in the water all the time. It's just really weird. There are tables, like there are people that sit there in their bathing suits at the pool reading. And I don't understand it. Like if you're gonna do this, I guess if you have kids maybe and the kids are playing in the pool, you just should be watching your kids, not sitting there reading a book. It's also a good time to rest. Yeah, okay, it makes a little sense. It's still weird though. And then I forgot a lifeguard chair. Very important. You need that lifeguard chair. And I put bamboo here because I was getting too pale. I need some color variation. My eyes were starting to hurt. Everything's white. And also we put a grate down here at the bottom to make it look like the water does get suctioned out from the bottom still. I'm happy. Alright, locker room. A very tiny locker room. Rex, what are you doing? I'm slipping on the floor. And I'm now actually keeping it so the doors are lined up with the pink terracotta, like it's a half terracotta going into a different room, and I think I managed to capture that really well. And I'm keeping this concrete. This is a locker room. I usually see these as tile, but I just decided to keep floors. I've got a lot of floor variation already. I don't want to change it. It was birch logs I put in the middle of the reception hall. Okay. This is a far tiny area than I remembered when I planned it out, so I did actually expand it back one. The original plan was to have lockers, which are these barrels, little storage room, little rooms to change in, and then a shower area. But I also wanted to put a bench, because I see those in locker rooms. Just straight up a bench for people to sit on while they change, because people don't usually care when you're watching you change. I decided to change it to make these into longer stalls to make it look like they're showers. So I do put levers inside eventually, and I expand them out one. So I don't have an actual big communal shower anymore. I just have a bench in the corner so that people can stand or sit in it as they change. Gotta get that calcite wall to get more barrels in. And then of course we have the bench, which I did kind of want these in the middle of the room, but the room is again just a little too small. I did try to put one in the middle, and I ended up not even liking it before I finished putting it in. This is me. I think I put trapdoors in here originally as a shelf, and then I changed it to levers. Honestly, not mad. I'm not mad with our first finished locker room. It has no light yet, though. It is the problem. But we can fix that. We're going for more flat roofs. It is the least detailed I can go. And I thought of a good way to fix this. So, if you guys have noticed, with I did test this, that's what was me testing it. With the library, we have a very intricate ceiling with the trapdoors and the slabs. And with my flat roof, I have these little boxes that sit on top with the rail signs on top. So I put that in the floor. I'm going to put my iron blocks with my little circular thing for an air vent, and then a single block down with my little ducts. And this actually fixed our lighting problem on the bottom and on the top. So it looks like there's a big vent inside to keep air circulation, and we have the coinciding vent on the top. I'm also trying to figure out which slab I like with the calcite, and I ended up still being deep slate. It's still deep slate. I'm trying to bring more birch in. I did not use as much birch anywhere near as much as I wanted to. So I'm now trying to bring birch to the outside. So now I have these pillars that come out. And then I decided to be funky, and you know what? Let's make the roof even more intricate, even though the goal of the flat roof was to not do that. It looks pretty though, and you can't tell me otherwise, because heck yeah, it looks really nice. Do I regret it? A little bit. I do play this corner a bit. This corner pisses me off. Not as much as some of the other corners do later on. But yeah, it's a nice roof. And obviously, well, this front bit is all going to be lower roof, with the pool is going to have a much higher roof. Again, pool's here. I don't know why the building is so tall, but very tall. And then I question, why am I putting that so far down? That's a floor. I did go down into this natural clave. It is just a straight 2x2 hole down. Alright, floor. Fantastic. Done. Those monsters that are just gonna spawn down there in that cave are not gonna be a problem at all. Nope, not at all. So yes, I said this is going to be our... I'm just throwing wool down here like kids are playing soft play here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those giant play mats that are like different shapes. They're like kids building blocks, but like the size of a child. And they're usually like really soft foam things that you can throw at other people. I'm also bringing the road over here so that I remember the road does have to pass. Let's also bring that road up there to the door. That way I don't fuck with it too much. Yay. Can't fuck with some. I also realized I didn't put any slabs in to get up these pathways. I forgot to do that last time in the post office. And then I'm going to get this little storage room I was thinking about that I totally forgot about. It's totally in my plans, and then I just never put the foundation for it down. Alright, so we got a little storage room. I will go in there. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Decorate that real quick. Got a shelf. Get some wool. Get some barrels. Fantastic. Best storage room. It's great. Done. I love it. Now to figure this out. Because honestly, with the roof styling that I have over there, 3 apart is the number I want. But because I didn't plan this out to begin with, it's not going to entirely match, so I'm making it work. It's got a variation of 3s, preferably 3s, with some 4s, 2s, and 1, even a single 1, as you can see on the side of the building thrown in there. The fill command, everybody's favorite fill command. Makes life easy. Yay. And I did want some windows. As I said, I'm getting real tired of calcite. Because of these 2, I don't want to put too many windows, because I said this is a soft play area. Or yoga, or whatever it decides to be that day. But there are going to be people, you know, throwing shit in here probably. So I don't want it to be too ridiculous. Again, always double check your work. Forgot to destroy that. That one doesn't get a vent. That one's just going to get a little lantern inside because it is a storage area. And everybody's favorite fill command. Oh god. Do I regret this roof? Yes. Once again, we haven't finished reception. We haven't finished the pool area. You can see why this took so long. Alright, we're gonna continue this duck style thing that I was going for. It works really well. If I was smart, I would have not covered it with iron blocks. I would have done more frog lights instead of the single ones that are just lying around. But I'm not smart. I'm an idiot. That's why I decide to take on stupid, ridiculous tasks all the time. Look at this. Does it look pretty? Yes. Do I regret it? Immensely. My god, even sped up, this takes forever. I'll go around the side. And then we gotta do the front of the reception. We look fantastic. And then I decided to do this. Bring more birch in. Less calcite. At least the birch has a little bit of color. It's like a more cream. Instead of just straight up white. I do try to button this and then I realize I don't like that. And the weather gods also agree they don't like the buttons. So I fixed that. I removed the buttons. I put lichen down. And a lightning rod because the weather gods decided to spite me. I don't question it up there. It looks like it belongs. So it made me just decide to keep that. That just exists up there. And we're gonna frame the door like this. I like it. I love it. It's fantastic. Don't touch it again. And we'll fuck with the roof more. But yeah, as I said, this is... Honestly, as a rec center, I'm not mad at it so far. There are parts of this build I really like and parts of this build I really hate. I love these front 3 rooms. I love them. I wish I spent some more time in the soft... I'm just gonna keep calling it a soft play area. I wish I spent some more time on the inside of that room. Like actually fully decorated, maybe just put like carpets down like someone was doing yoga. I wish I spent more time in that room inside. The pool room inside, I love. These front buildings outside, I love. It is the pool outside, which we haven't gone there. That's the part I don't love. Also, I do come by and fix this. I realize that this back wall is not going to matter because it's going to be the pool wall, so it needs to go up. I also can get rid of the side ones because I'm a dumbass. These roofs were all going to originally be like separate heights, and then I started this crazy plan, and they had to stay the same. And yes, I'm using the roof on the outside to plan out where the lighting is on the inside because I don't want to go back inside. It's like, okay. Yeah, it's fine. There's just a lot of air ducts. It's fine. Now to fix this monstrosity. I'm taking out this tree because my original plan was to have this side come out on the outside so you could walk outside and it will be like a little balcony. And no, I decided against that in the end because I'm done. Just done. I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. It would look cool, but I didn't want to. Yeah? Yeah, we having trouble there, bud? You okay? No? Okay, good. There we go. As you can see, our lovely diorama box, as I love to build in. And I'm just straight up taking this wall. Because I want some glass up here. I want natural lighting. I want very glassy rec center. And I gotta make it match. It's gotta match. It's gonna bother me if it doesn't match. And then also how blank this wall is. Like there's nothing here, so I am going to make like a little seating area up here again. We spoke of weird people sitting for some reason sitting down at the pool. So I guess this would be a good spot for parents to sit for the more adult children. The teenagers, the ones that are allowed to have a little bit more freedom. They have to be there, but they don't need to like straight up supervise their children all the time. I was one of those children. But I was also left alone a lot because if I was supervised, it would lose me instantly anyway. I wandered off constantly. I was a runner. So I learned I had to be smart or I would not be allowed to go anywhere. And yes, I did change all those fencing to bamboo because I was starting to hate how everything was the same color and it was bothering me. Usually we have more like texture, but because we only have, even with our roads that had basalt, there were still 3 different blocks. I had variation. Calcite is just calcite. Birch has a lot of variation, but sadly, since the logs are white, the calcite is white, and the wood itself is very creamy, there's not a lot of color variation, so I got very angry after a while and I decided to stop. The further in the video this goes, the further we stray. The further we stray. And I did notice I didn't put any lighting up here, and that does bother me. But probably on... Also, we have another spider jockey, and my intrusive thoughts were to knock it off the wall earlier, and it knocked me off the wall instead, and then he just climbed back up on the wall. So he lives up there until he burns. Nature can take him. I don't know why the game keeps giving me spider jockeys lately, but it's kind of funny. And I try to save them. I'm like, oh, he's down there now. He'll stay down there. He's fine. He's safe. All is well. And the spider still decided to kill him on the roof. I don't know if you guys saw his little head poke through and it got just red. And there's our spider. He's free of his jockey. And another spider. As you can tell, this building's not lit up. I didn't think of that when I was in this room. I actually think the flooring's all lit up because of those sea lanterns in the water. I think the floor is all lit up. It's just the platform above. And maybe the corners. But yeah, you can still see I took that curve, so the whole building's gonna have like a little curve to it at the edges. But yeah, so I'll come back in this building 20 odd episodes in. I say 20 odd episodes. Day 20-ish. We'll come in and we'll fix some stuff. Like the community center window that still bothers me. I actually think I fixed that. I think I fixed that one day. When I was building my housing. I think I did go to fix that. I don't remember. So I keep thinking about it and I keep trying not to go over there and look at it. Yeah, so we got a curb and we got a big window. As I said, I did want a balcony here and I just settled for like this whole curve being windowed. And yes, I need to make it symmetrical because I'm a fool and I'm also fixing the floor. And I decided this window was too much. So we're going to cut some paneling out of it. And we'll bring these down. We'll bring them down. There we go. So now it looks like there's beams and there's supports in the glass because just having straight up glass is a bad idea. I wish I made these only 2 wide. But they match the windows on the opposite wall, so not super bad. And since we are using blocks, we can also use the ceiling. Hurrah! I don't do the very top one, but I do these curve, these big ass windows. Lots of natural light in, lots of pretty. And our next build is actually going to be across those windows, so whatever building we roll next is going to be stared at by the rec center constantly. I hope it's something fun. I hope it's something pretty. Please be something easy. Peasy. No, I would like cottages. Just 2 little cottages. That would be nice. That would be pretty. I did end up putting a support beam in the big window. It was just too much. But you see, lots of natural light. Inside here, I'm actually happy. Minus the fact that I forgot to light that area up there up. I'm really happy with how it looks inside here. I enjoy this. It's simplistic, it's very big, it's very empty. It's out here where I get mad. Because of how awkward this shape is and how done I was with this building. Also that I didn't think the spacing out on the outside properly. A little bit problematic. So I can't copy over the roof. And I don't want to change the very white building inside to have that dark black terracotta, which is what we were using for the ceiling in the other rooms. I don't want to change that out. I like how pristine and clean it looks inside. Even though I'm starting to hate the color white. Give me back. I complained about my gray buildings. I complained about the gray, and it gave me all white. You reap what you sow, I guess. The game heard my complaints, and they decided to punish me for it. Yeah, so this is a really shit roof, as you see. It is probably the worst roof I think I've done in the whole build so far. The rest of the roof, and I definitely make up for it on the other half of the building. Oh no, Oh, I put full blocks down. It is only half a slab shorter. Oh no, I did the doors. Oh, it might be taller now. Oh no, the rec center might actually be taller. I'm gonna have to go measure that. I forgot I put a big AC unit on it. Oh, and then to light up this curve, because it is still spawnable on the support beams, I'm just placing lichen everywhere. Anyway, yeah. Hi guys, welcome to my build. Oh wait, no, not yet. We gotta put the lamps down. And I'm getting more efficient at putting these lamps down. Because, my god, it's getting ridiculous. Just double checking. Gotta go around it a few times. Gotta make sure we're okay. Alright, reception. I didn't forget about reception, folks. And I decided to counteract the fact that everything is heckin' white. We use dark oak. Do I like it? Yeah. That's up for debate. I'm not sure. Sadly, because I am using birch trapdoors, I can't do my fun laptop design, so I changed to jungle lord laptops, and honestly, I'm not mad. It's okay. It's pretty good. Got this little book area. We're gonna put some sea pickles up here because they are my favorite decoration block for tables. Because why not? They're ridiculous. I love them. And because we are birch, I'm going to use birch leaves primarily to decorate. We'll do some azalea leaves as well. I'm trying to debate on what to do with this wall because it needs to be open enough that people can still get through that gate to get to the change room. But I don't like how blank it is. So this is where we get the azalea leaves with the birch wood trapdoor shelf. And I'm like, no. But I do bring in more dark oak. We got a little table. It's nice, it's pretty. And it's totally a magazine on top. Yep, that's totally a magazine. Don't believe what you see. It's fine. Everything's fine. Trust me. I also hate that. Never mind. Alright, so guys, here's my build. Our giant rec center. It is atrociously large. It is pretty big. It looks nice, like the windows are great. It's the roof. It's the outside roof and the pillars. I don't know. That's the part. Front part of the building is fantastic. I like the front part of the building. It's great. I landed on the post office. Look at reception. It's nice. It's pristine. It's clean. I should have brought those leaves down more. We've got our random rec room with our little storage area. I took the wool out because I hated it. But yeah, it's nice in here. We got a little secretary's desk. We've got our change rooms with our little showers, one here, and I'm sorry. Lockers, a bench to sit on to change, or shoot the shit. And we've got the big room. There's nothing down here, so I'm assuming nothing. I am pretty sure those sea lanterns stop spawning here on the bottom. It's just up top that there are enemies. But yeah, that grace down there, I think the floor is still changing colors, I think. It's just harder to tell with the water now. Got the seating area. And this, like I said, next build, back there. Oh god, the in balconies are gonna overlook that too. We've got a creeper up here. You can't see out these from where we stand, but there's a nice view of the river. My god. Also, the cross windows just stare at the tundra. And this room's also not decorated. It's just a hole up. But that is our rec center. Oh, you're still done. Okay. Fantastic little build. Again. Hopefully tomorrow, as long as it's something as ridiculously large as rec center is done. We've got lichen on the roof to keep things from spawning. It's just the outside of this part of the building. I love this part. It's just that part. I might have to. I don't want to change them too much. It's just fixing stuff. But we will see you all next time. We'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Again, as long as it's not some super huge rolls. And Merry Advent. Happy holidays. All that jazz. Yep. It's a good sized area, even if something ridiculously large just spun. Now I don't have a good view of everything with this rec center in the way. Oh gosh. Toodles everyone. Have a good day.